The world is a relentless torrent of movement, yet within its flow, moments of absolute, pristine geometry briefly align. The challenge for the photographer is not merely to record that moment, but to instantly recognize its significance, to fuse the fleeting expression of life with a rigorous internal structure. This demanding discipline, this necessity to be both invisible observer and structural architect, defined the career of the man who single-handedly elevated candid photography to an art form. He demanded that the camera be an extension of the mind, a tool for simultaneous introspection and intuition. Photographic Inspiration presents Meet the Master series.
Henri Cartier-Bresson. We celebrate timeless photographic art, distinguishing it from transient trends.
When you see a photograph that perfectly captures a fleeting instant, a moment of pure visual harmony and human drama, you are looking at the legacy of Henri Cartier-Bresson. He's often called the father of modern photojournalism and the master of the decisive moment. But his philosophy ran deeper than just perfect timing. He famously stated, "To photograph, it is to put on the same line of sight the head, the eye, and the heart." What exactly did he mean by aligning the head, the eye, and the heart? This is the key to understanding his genius. Today we'll explore the life, career, and philosophy that made him the art world's most influential photographer, examining how he synchronized the eye, the heart, and the head to create timeless art. Henri Cartier-Bresson was born into a wealthy textile family in France in 1908. But his true passion was not business, it was painting. His formal training with Cubist painter André Lotte was crucial, teaching him the principles of geometry, composition, and structure. This initial discipline formed the foundation of his photographic head. He didn't pick up a camera seriously until his early 20s. The spark came from seeing a 1930 photograph by Martin Munchaki, which made him realize that a camera could fix eternity in an instant. In 1932, he acquired his iconic camera, the Leica 35mm, equipped with a 50mm lens. He painted its chrome parts black to make it less conspicuous, the ultimate tool for the unobtrusive observer. The eye, in his philosophy, represents the instantaneous recognition of a perfect formal arrangement. His photographs are masterpieces of visual geometry. Strong diagonals, layered textures, and the rule of thirds are all used to frame the chaotic world with a sense of innate, perfect order. He believed the picture was either good or not at the moment it was caught. As a purist, he was famous for refusing to crop his images, demanding that the composition be perfect in camera. While composition was paramount, Bresson's photos never feel cold. This is where the heart comes in. After World War II, during which he was captured by the Germans and escaped on his third attempt, his focus shifted from surrealist street scenes to humanitarian documentary. The heart represents humanist empathy and a deep engagement with his subject. In 1947, he co-founded Magnum Photos with Robert Capa, George Roger, David Simon, and William Vandevert, a cooperative to ensure photographers had ownership and control over their work. Through Magnum, he became a globe-trotting photojournalist documenting immense historical change. He captured Mahatma Gandhi just hours before his assassination in 1948 and documented the rise of communist China. Yet, his work also celebrated the everyday dignity of life: children playing in bombed-out buildings, market sellers, and candid portraits of cultural icons like Henri Matisse and Marilyn Monroe.
I had assignments to take portraits of famous people, and for me, famous and not famous comes to the same. It's another human being. But you have to concentrate, and you can't talk and concentrate at the same time.
He captured not just events, but the feeling of an era. As he put it, in photography, the smallest thing can be a great subject. The little human detail can become a leitmotif. These photographs showcase that Henri Cartier-Bresson did not just document history, he elicited emotions from the everyday, bringing the heart into his work.
The culmination of the head, the eye, and the heart is what we call the decisive moment. The term was popularized with the English translation of his 1952 book, originally titled Images à la sauvette, or Images on the Run. It is not merely about quick reflexes. In his own words, the decisive moment is the simultaneous recognition in a fraction of a second of the significance of an event, as well as of a precise organization of forms which give that event its proper expression. Consider his most famous work, Behind the Gare Saint-Lazare. The eye saw the geometry of the fence and the water. The head recognized the perfectly timed parabola of the leaping man, harmonizing with his reflection and even a blurred poster on the wall. The heart perceived the joy and spontaneity of that simple human act. The moment is decisive because, as he explained, photographers deal in things which are continually vanishing, and when they have vanished, there is no contrivance on earth which can make them come back again. Cartier-Bresson's influence on photography is immense. He showed that photojournalism could be high art. His discreet black and white style, His insistence on framing a scene perfectly and his deep connection to the human condition set the standard for generations of photographers. He thought of his camera as nothing more than a sketchbook, an instrument of intuition and spontaneity. He was always searching for the unposed truth. This dedication led him to being universally praised. A fellow Magnum co-founder, Robert Capa, once said of him, "He is a sensitive intellectual who is a genius with a small camera." In the late 1960s, having captured the whole world, Cartier-Bresson largely retired from photography to return to his first love, drawing and painting. His wife, the photographer Martine Frank, captured several intimate portraits of him in this later life, completely absorbed in the quiet discipline of his sketches. He believed he had said everything he needed to with his lens. He passed away in 2004, leaving behind a body of work that continues to inspire. So, why is the alignment of the eye, heart, and head so crucial? The head provides the structural knowledge. The eye gives the instantaneous, almost animalistic reaction. But the heart provides the crucial element, involvement. It ensures that the moment you capture is not merely pretty geometry, but a reflection of the shared human experience. Henri Cartier-Bresson taught us that a great photograph is not just seen, it is felt and understood.
We celebrate timeless photographic art, distinguishing it from transient trends. Your support empowers us to continue this cultural and educational journey.